Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Monday Memo. What I'd like to cover today is a tool I mentioned on a previous call, which is the career bone diagram. It's actually a tool that's completely transformed my career, and I would never have achieved the things in corporate finance without it. For example, I went from a position of absolutely despising, being very frustrated with my career, to absolutely loving it and achieving all the things I wanted, which was to make a six-figure salary, to get particular educations, to meet new people, to work with particular industries, and get particular experiences I wouldn't have got if I had not the direction from this tool. And then I've also employed the tool with other people so that helping them get what they want. Some of the people that have used it have gone on to set up their own successful businesses, have got multiple promotions, and also moved companies to really work in the areas where their strengths are. And the last time I employed in 3 year cycles. The last time I used it, and I mean, even one time I used it, I actually used it as a bit of an experiment where I started from ground zero, went into a multinational, and I said, let's see if I can use this tool to more than double my income in a multinational company. If you think multinational companies only give you pay rises in financial accounting of a few percentage points each year. So to go and double your income within 3 years was a bit of an audacious goal. And guess what? It works. So it's my turn out to share that with you. So the template I'll put in the show notes, but let me describe it for you high level now. The template starts with what you want the future to be. Let's say maybe pick 3 years in the future. What does the ideal career look like for you in 3 years' time? What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you doing? What are you feeling? What type of company is it? What type of position do you have staff reporting to you? What type of money are you making? What type of connections do you have? What are those conversations? What are you actually doing in your job? You need to list out all of these things. All right? So really think about what it is you want to have happened in 3 years' time. And like any sort of journey, right, this just provides direction. I wouldn't call these goals, it's just giving you a direction, because what your mind is tuned into. Let's think about it. Say you've ever bought a new car, or a car you're interested in. How more often do you see it in the road? Yeah, our brains tune into what we want. So if we can really get a good picture over our sense or feeling over what type of career we want or where we want to be, our brains will find and keep looking out for opportunities to make it happen. But also on any good journey is we start out from a destination. Now, if I wanted to be in Boston and that was my destination, and I was in Cork and I thought I was in Paris, but I'm actually living in Cork, I'm probably starting my journey in the wrong way by being in the wrong place or thinking I'm in the wrong place. So the next step on the journey, step 2 say, is really to understand our current position, our strengths. What skills have we picked up? Maybe what our current salary is now, where we're working. What industries have we worked in? Who have we worked with? Have we had any staff management experience or any other experiences outside the workplace that we can bring in? So now we've got the destination and the starting point in mind. Now we need to get onto the journey. So maybe the next step is to think 6 months ahead. And during that 6 months, identify, right, what things do I need to be doing more of to get closer to my destination? What things do I need to be doing less of to get towards my destination? What things should I stop doing to get near my destination? And also, what things should I begin doing to get near my destination? And there's some other questions you could maybe ask to get on that journey. I've talked in previous episodes about I've not got where I've got to if it wasn't for the help of others, their sponsorship and their mentorship. And where I sort of slowed my journey down in the early days was asking, how can I solve those problems? When actually a more productive, constructive question is, who do I need to know to help me solve those problems so I can get to my destination faster or in a way that's less painful and more productive? So I encourage you to also think about who you need to be speaking to on your journey in those 6 months to accelerate your progression towards your destination. And then the sort of third last step is in between the destination and the 6 months. and let's maybe say it's 18 months into the future, you may or may not know what needs to happen by then, but as you're talking to the right people and figuring out the right steps, you should start filling in what you need to be doing and what that 18-month picture looks like, because I'll be amazed if we know all the answers when we start. It's a journey. We're going to figure things out about ourselves and about our careers and what direction they're going in. So that will fill in during the first 6 months, so that then you've got a career bone diagram of various different steps you can take to get the career you want. The one where you're successful, the one where you're enjoying yourself, you feel like you've been fully rewarded, but also one where you're making a valued impact to others. And one more point is, I find that some people focus too much on why they are where they are, right? And it's like, imagine if you're drowning. Why would you want to figure out why you're drowning if you're drowning? Surely the best thing you can do is just try and stop drowning, just move on. Do something, take some action to prevent yourself from drowning, move the situation forward, and don't worry too much about the why you are where you are. Just know where you are so you can move on. All right. So I hope you found the tool useful. As I said, links to it are in the show notes. If you've liked this podcast or this episode, leave us a comment. Let us know where we could do better. Also subscribe on our website so you get to keep up to date with the latest episodes as they come out in the news within our industry. And also feel free to reach out to me personally at andrew@sitnshow.com. And again, really appreciate you taking the time, showing the interest in what we're trying to do here. And until next time, let's keep building our strength in the numbers, and take care.